And here's the app you'll need. Seek Thermal. We're going to install that. This is the app that will work with the device once we've plugged it in. So we're going to install that. As you can see, it's 7 meg, not too bad, and installs quite quickly. Okay, so we've opened it up and it says connect your camera to enable thermal imaging. So let's do that. Okay, now with the Samsung Galaxy S5 that we've got here, the USB port is of a certain direction and it makes the camera point backwards. Now, a key point of this is that it depends on which way your micro USB port is facing. So here on the right I have the Mizu handset, where the fatter part of the micro USB port is at the front, the screen side, and on the Galaxy S5 the fatter part of the micro USB port, the longer, the wider part, is at the back, and that's the way we need it to be. Okay, so it looks like it's got, it says here, allow the app Seek Thermal to access the USB device. So that's Android basically saying, do you want this to happen? So I'm going to say yes. And let's turn the screen upside down. But you can see here that it's kind of meant to work that way around. I'm going to come out of the settings here, and you can see immediately everything's warm by the looks of it in this area. Let's go outside and see if it cools down. So you can see here that my cat is showing up as orange, and you can see her moving around. You can see a tail there. So if this was dark, I would be able to see the cat even without the light. It really is picking up that heat. And what I've done now is to adjust the bezel around the edge, the focus, and you can see there's really quite a lot of detail in there, considering the cost of this. A little bit of a delay there sometimes, but it's not in any way terrible. Right, I'm going to take you around the Seek Thermal app, and first of all we'll go to the main screen, and you can see here that you can split, so you can see with your main inbuilt camera on the left here the normal view, and then the thermal view through the thermal camera here on the right hand side. So you can take photos and you can snap away like that. You can also film and take footage. You can see I can move up and I can see heat signatures, and you can see the ground is quite cool here. And you can see if we move over to the slide on the right hand side, there you go, that's slightly different colour. We can adjust this, sweep it to the right, to the left, start recording, and what I'll do is put all this video footage alongside this review so you can have a look at exactly what it looks like. The refresh is quite quick. You can adjust the bezel on the top to adjust the focus of the heat sensing camera. So if I turn it here, you might see things getting slightly more blurry or slightly more in focus. And we've also got several modes, so if we have it on full heat sensing mode here, what I've done is I've pointed it to a house here behind, and you can see just from the heat sensing side of things, from the thermal signature and the colours, you can see the sky up above plus the heat coming from the house there. And we can stop that recording, and we can switch to various modes as well. This one shows you exact temperatures around the screen, so you can see there 17 degrees, point it there, that's 14 degrees, so that blue section is cooler. Point it at the house up here, that's 21 degrees. So the bricks are keeping the temperature high there. Point it at the window, you can see it's cooler, slightly cooler, 17, 18 degrees. And likewise if we point it at the roof, 17 degrees.
So it shows you the various temperatures. We can also do a high-low range. You can see the highest temperature and the lowest temperature at whatever you point it at, which is very useful. And we've got here threshold, so you can set anything above 27 degrees. There isn't anything right now, but if I say above, say, let's move this down to 20 degrees or 21 degrees. See, it's showing anything above 21 like that. You can see there the side of that house is all above 21 degrees Celsius. So it may be that the house is losing a lot of heat out of that wall. Maybe they need some insulation, perhaps. But this is all useful information, very useful. And you can change the colours that you have, the colour palettes. So if you don't like that, you can have purple, sort of an orange, you can have green, various different options. There's a range of settings as well within the app. The app works very well, I must admit. And here you can set temperature units,